Ahoy, hoy, everyone!
Tricky Luggers, how's everyone doing today? We are broadcasting from our tasteful drawing room library, as you can see.
True. We moved all the way over into this room.
We're ready for the holidays now.
We are. There's a Labrador sitting on the floor in front of the fireplace.
Well, Logan is anyway.
Well, he's wearing a Labrador Retriever costume for the holidays. Because you got me, right?
Oh man! Okay, clearly this is how we're starting today.
Our good friend Jim had such great news today. He has lived with our another friend for 9 years, and that other friend had a cat when he moved in. And for the first time today, that cat sat on his lap. 9 years he's been accepted, so I think that's a good omen for the coming week. Right? The cats are happy and trusting.
That's such great news.
It is.
That's amazing news.
I think it's great news.
I'm sure that's something you all really wanted and needed to know this morning.
We need good news, right? Should we say hi to everyone?
We should say hi to everybody.
I'm happy to be back. I was on hiatus for a week.
You were gone there for quite a few days.
It's true.
Where's our butler? I don't know. Can you come over, Chris?
I know.
We need a British butler for our. I built that myself.
Just this morning.
And it's not Lego. Can you believe it? All right.
You know who we need?
Who do we need?
Mr. Bates.
Oh, well, as long as he doesn't push us into traffic, we'll be all right.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. That adds a lot of excitement and drama to the mix, right?
Jeez.
Let's say hi to everyone who was
let's
kind
do
enough
that.
to join us this morning brunch time on Sunday, I guess it is.
Yes. So Bob Builds asks, is that a backdrop or is that your house? Because the background is really cool. Well, first of all, I'll say, look at how we're dressed.
Yeah, we're pretty casual.
And then see if you think that the way we're dressed would allow us to afford this room.
Well, we have that many books, but a lot of them are paperback.
Yeah, it is. It's our
This
little...
is our backdrop.
I had the green screen set up from doing a filming last night, so it's
Yep.
I had to pick this out because it was just too good.
Crazy upholstery on the wingback chair.
Oh, I know, right? Although, see, that's the other thing. Look at that chair.
Yeah.
That is definitely not how I would upholster a chair.
No. I could see maybe dark brown leather with, brass fittings or something.
Oh, you see, I was thinking, dark red, crushed velvet with big gold buttons. So it's, nice and tacky.
Claws on the arms. See, that's getting more our style. Why don't we say hi to everyone?
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know what I've been noticing lately is if we wait a few minutes to say hi to everybody, more people are in. Yeah, because a minute ago when we first said it, there were 27 people here, and now there's 36 people here.
Look, I have the matriarch is overlooking me here from the side painting,
peering down. Okay, the Dowager Empress.
Dowager Countess.
Dowager Countess Empress. I've been watching The Crown too much. Empresses, queens, all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gillian Anderson.
Oh my goodness. All right, so hey to Alex23 is here, Aquamike TV, Bob Builds, Brickaroo Bonsai is here, Brickman Mosaics Art, Chris Life is like a box of Lego Chalice. Cornado.
Cornado is
I know,
here.
Cowboy. I want to say Cowboy Cornado, but then I see it here and it doesn't have the cowboy.
Well, he might not want to be typecast. He's kind of a multifaceted builder.
He is. See You Later is here. Debo Bricks, a.k.a. Don Brickles. Drew Dershall. Hey, Drew is here. Drew. Hooray. Fabufan MKE. Holly. Hooded One. John Luttrell. Johnny Cat. Hey, Johnny. Christopher Coster, Lisa Head, always good to see you, and Marilyn Parmley, right there. Hi, Marilyn. Hopefully Steve and David are with you. How's it going? Matthew
Builds Bricks is here.
Matthew Builds Bricks. Minifig Chick is here, although she won't be joining us on camera today. Minifig Nick is here. How's it going, Nick? Ahoy, hoy. Orange Bricks, Patrick Wismer, Peter Hornberger, and the Hornbergers. Ahoy, hoy, Hornbergers. Rob Zaccardi and the Zaccardis. Wow, we have our two big families right next to each other. And all the Zaccardis, Lana, Vanessa, and Elena, and of course the Hornbergers, Andrew and Julia and Peter. We've got Smoke Up Johnny is here. Oh, I said that already. I went moving backwards. No, he's popped in there in the middle. There you go. The Jammy Bricker is here. WGJL Builds. Wilfred. Bonsoir. And now, okay, this is so funny because I'm always like, if Kim's name isn't at the end of the list, I have anxiety. She actually texted me last night over Instagram and was like, I just wanted to let you know that we're going, I'm going to be out of the house, and so I'm not going to be able to join on Sunday, and I didn't want you to be worried. I'm like, okay. I know, I'm such a grandma. But fortunately, I knew that ahead of time, so it's not going to be, it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, it was a close one. Oh my goodness. Brickman was like, sorry, you missed the epic 72-hour live stream with everyone from LEGO Master Season 1. No, actually, I didn't. I was there on Mel's, that was on Mel's stream, and I was there for a little while, actually. I just wasn't there for a super long time, so.
And I was out of town.
Yeah,
we had a cavalcade of guest stars over the course of the week.
We did. It was awesome. We had Christopher Koster on Monday doing our Bricklink show. We had Blair Archer on Wednesday, just talking about general LEGO stuff, including our work as LEGO educators, which was really fun.
Cool.
And then on Friday we had Yano River Blue was here doing the slideshow. So
yeah, I'm sorry I missed the slideshow. Flynn's going to give me a special showing.
Yeah. Oh, so I wanted to Oh, wait, so, sorry, John Luttrell has a question here.
Okay.
Flynn or Richard, in your opinion, at the LEGO store, the statues that you see, are they glued to prevent tampering or injury? I believe those bigger ones are. Those really big, statue figures that you see out there, those are glued. Because when you think about how many hands are going to, well, not anymore, but how many hands are on, touch that in a day, they have to be glued together.
Yeah, I've seen, the Disney, certainly the LEGO stores at Downtown Disney, all those really big ones are glued, and if you look closely, you can see it. Gluing it makes me so nervous. I gotta say, so I've done it a few times. I've crossed the Rubicon there, gone to the other side, and glued pieces, and I've always regretted it because they didn't line up perfectly when I'm glued. When I glued them, so then everything beyond them didn't work, and then it gummed up the works, and so those professional builders who glue giant models have a lot of bravery,
yes.
I think.
It's true.
Sorry, long answer to your question, but I think they do glue the big ones.
Yeah, I don't see how they couldn't, honestly. So, yeah, and actually I'm going to be using some glue coming up soon because I have this commission that I'm working on, and it's definitely going to require glue. So, there you go.
But you checked with them first, too.
I did, yes.
It certainly gives it a better shot of making it through shipping.
All right, so should we share our pins, and then we can invite our guests on?
Sure. Well, what do you think?
I think we should share our pins, yeah.
Well, going with a coming winter theme, I've got the Wampa. Oh, he's kind of right there.
He's very, he's very Wampa. If you hold him closer to the little card,
let's see.
There you go.
Right, sorry, he's not going to focus. Yeah. But he's sort of like the abominable
He's wintry.
Snowman,
He's got this
the
winter
Bumble
thing going on. And I've got a Boba Fett snowflake. Or I'm going to call it the Mandalorian snowflake because you can't really tell which one it is, but it's actually Boba Fett. Boba Fett snowflake. So there you go.
Nice.
I know, it's fancy.
Well,
there's a Yoda one as well, which I sent to Holly. I think she has that one. All right, let's see. Ahoy, hoy, Monica Berry. How's it going? Good to see ya.
Like that.
Let's see.
Got our pins all situated.
Snowflake. Oh, you got your brick heads. Very good. Oh, that reminds me, everybody.
Oh yeah.
For our next Rebrick challenge, and I don't know exactly when that's going to be yet because we're still fussing with days off. But we can talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
Our next Rebrick challenge is going to be with the Mandalorian and Child Brickheads set. It's $20. It's a little bit more than the last time, but you get a lot of good parts. And when it's done, you get a Mandalorian and the child brickhead. So,
Yep.
But it's also widely available right now.
Yeah, so it'll be easy to get, and it gives enough opportunities to rebrick other things. And
Yeah.
So just to be clear, it's not necessarily that you're building other brickheads with this, right?
Well, that's the thing. We're doing. Part of the reason that we went with a little bit more expensive set this time is because it's going to actually fuel 2 build challenges.
Right, and what's the first one?
The first one is the Rebrick challenge, and it's just build something out of the bricks. And we're going to kind of say, not a brickheads, right? Don't make a brickheads out of it. Make something else entirely. Then, later on down the line, we're going to do a brickheads challenge where you're going to make your own brickheads. And you'll already have all of the base pieces and the instructions that you need to make just the base of the brickheads. So, also, if you live in the U.S., and you are not able to afford the set and you really, really want to join in the challenge, we will be sending people sets if they need them. So you can email me, Flynn at TrickyBricks.com. Give me your mailing address, and we will have one sent out to you.
We want massive participation, right? Massive collaboration.
Yeah. I think it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a fun way to do to get 2 challenges out of one build that I know people are very interested in.
Yeah, and we still see characters from the Street Sweeper Rebrick challenge, right? The brushies are still with us.
Oh yeah, I mean stuff sticks around. I'm just saying, there's lots of good earth tones in there too. So and so that brings us to time off. So we are going to be taking some time off next week. We will be here tomorrow, and we will be here on Wednesday. We'll be here on Wednesday to kind of do like a send off to the holiday weekend.
Yep.
We will be taking this coming up week, Friday. We will be off next Sunday, and Monday. So after this Wednesday, you won't see us for a week. I guess we're actually basically taking a week off
until the following
Wednesday. But so not quite a week, but yeah, we'll be here on Wednesday and then again the following Wednesday.
Yeah.
So 3 days off.
And on Wednesday, we're gonna travel all the way into the kitchen and make a lot of food.
Yes. So just fair warning. I'll be making sure to remind everybody before that happens again. We'll talk about that. Yeah, can you believe that we have done, like, with the exception of a couple of times, we've done now 162 shows without a significant break.
It's true, and months of that was every day.
Yeah. Right.
That was crazy.
Right. We might do a little bit more again, like, I don't know, maybe between Christmas or New Year's, or I'm not quite sure. But we are going to be doing taking 3 days off next week. But we will be here tomorrow, and we will be here on Wednesday. And tomorrow we're going to do another Vintage Finds episode, and we are going to build this moon landing set that our awesome friend Dave gave Richard for his birthday. So
check that out.
Look
at that set number 565. That's going back.
Right? Really, really cool.
Look at the back of it too.
Yeah, and then so we'll be building this, and then because this is probably not going to take a super long time to build, we are probably also going to build another vintage set. I might pull out one of those Belleville sets that I bought. One of those, they're like in pristine condition. They're amazing. We looked at them at one point, but I thought that would be kind of fun to do, like a space set and then also a Belleville set. They're actually funny enough, a little bit more advanced.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
Exactly.
And who's it? Christopher Coster's oldest set is 709. What set is that? That goes back a ways, right? I don't know. I bet there's people who just know sets by numbers. Probably people in our lug, right?
Oh, yes,
in our other
absolutely.
Lug. I bet there's people in Tricky Lug.
Yes, and actually, because of what happened when we put the vintage castle together, we'll be looking at the instructions ahead of time. Well, and then the instructions are on a big poster. They're like one big giant sheet of paper.
Yeah, we'll check those out.
So
we
hopefully,
don't want Hassle in the Castle.
Well, yeah, Hassle in the Castle. I gotta say, part of Hassle in the Castle was because we were using online instructions. We didn't have a
Yeah.
physical paper, and the images were so tiny that they were impossible to blow up without getting
Yeah.
like really grainy and
there
horrible.
there's not outlines between the bricks in those old ones so much, right?
What now?
Not as much outlines between the bricks in those instructions.
None.
Like, where do the
There's
pieces
none.
stop?
There's none. All right. So, let's invite on our guest. Right now, it's a
All right.
guest. We have more. Holly is coming. We do, like I was saying before, we don't have, unfortunately, Kara with us today, but we do have.
She's along for the ride, just not on screen.
Exactly. We do have Holly and Moto here today, and I think Moto is here
And
first.
in the interest of reliable audio, we're going back.
Yeah, we're going
the
back to
old
this
school.
Because we still
Look
haven't
at
gotten
that.
a splitter. How's it going,
Howdy.
Moto?
Hey, Moto.
Hey, good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too. How's it going?
I'm digging my spaceship build. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, right on.
Do you want to? Can you share with us?
Sure.
I mean, is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you wouldn't have talked about it if you didn't want to share it. So give me 1 second. Let me get you. Why it's not letting me give you a spotlight?
That's okay.
Oh yeah, well, okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Hopefully that works.
Wow, Moto, that is incredible. Oh man, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, I worked on more of the changed out the front just a tiny bit, but really I got the body together finally.
Well, the lacy pink doors are awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, those Belleville doors are really spectacular.
Wow. I want to put him on full screen, but for whatever reason Zoom is not allowing me to do that. I think when Holly comes and joins us, I'll be able to do that.
Moto, I think it has an amazing use of
There we
positive
go.
and negative space.
Yeah, that was the idea, is to open it up quite a bit.
Yeah, it gives this great contrast while still being a white piece.
Wow, Moto, that's just incredible. And of course I love all of the pink parts and and we saw them the other day, but those see-through doors from the Belleville sets are.
Yeah, and I found more kind of Jedi pod flags in the same color, so I swapped those out and wound up putting the Pegasus wings on the back.
Wow.
Well, the dark red lines, or dark, the sort of magenta lines in front of the Pegasus wings are such a wonderful detail that ties it all together.
Well, it also has a very, dare I say, Archer-esque look to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he and I have a very similar style.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
kind of, using wacky parts and stuff. But yeah, just
Well,
waiting for more windscreens to arrive, and I can do a cockpit, and
Wow.
it still needs a big tail. But other than that,
Well, your
coming
your
together.
motor assembly on the back, the engine assembly, makes me think of the Large Hadron Collider at CERN. It's so beautiful and symmetrical.
Wow.
yeah, this thing, I stole this design from my son.
I saw that. It's really
Yeah,
nicely
I lifted
integrated.
lifted it, and now it exists like this because he's taken it apart and put it together in a lot of different ways now, so it doesn't even resemble that anymore. But I'm glad I stole it while I had the chance.
Wow,
A moment in
amazing.
time.
Well, hey, it looks like we have an incoming.
Message?
Yay! Oh,
Yeah,
Holly
the
got in
library.
on the library game, except for yours is real.
Yeah, look at that.
Yours is for real, though, right?
It is, yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate nicely lighted books.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was kind of a hack job, but you know what? It's all IKEA and Craigslist.
It's great.
Very good. Hey, I'm gonna see if my I want to try something real quick. I don't know if I had at one point a separated screen. Look at that! It still works.
Na.
Much fancier and nicer than the ugly black background. There we go. It just means I have to change things back if we go to close-ups. But so we shared. We have our. We did our pins already. Holly, I don't know if you have a pin. I know sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna?
Since I'm hanging out in the library today, I grabbed one of my Dr. Seuss pins.
Oh,
yay.
it's so cute. You know what?
Awesome.
I have a one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish tattoo.
So does my
Interesting.
husband.
Are you serious?
Oh, really?
Really? Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay. Can you say where?
Yes, it's just on the back of his shoulder.
Mine is on my leg going down like all four, like just
cool.
like the cover. Oh
Oh,
man.
is this like in a circle?
Got it.
That's awesome.
So funny. What are the chances?
So you have a thing
I
for
sadly do not.
for guys with one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish tattoos. Is that it?
I didn't know that I did, but apparently I do.
That's an interesting Venn diagram. that
I
you're
know, right? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Ahoy, hoy, Darren Siegfried, welcome.
Our home lug, Baylug, had Dr. Seuss as their theme for their collaborative builds this year.
Oh yeah, there's been some really, really amazing
Just
stuff.
kooky Hoover
No,
houses.
Joel. It's not a Disney pin. It's a Universal Studio pin.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's really at this point, it started off as Disney pins because
Yeah.
that's what we had. But it's really open for, that's kind of why I never made a little opening animation for it, because it's really just, it's pins in general, I think.
Yeah, I think I've run out of Disney pins. at
I'm
this
sure
point.
I
Yeah.
have an Ultravox pin somewhere. Like I used to always have pins on my jacket.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, so wow, so your husband and I are Dr. Seuss tattoo bros. Awesome.
He also has. I don't know how much I should disclose about my. He also has a tattoo of a robot doing the robot, which is pretty cool too.
Awesome.
No, if you ever want, rabbit hole, but if
Of
you
course.
ever want to see classic doing the robot, go on YouTube and look up Jackson 5 Cher Dancing Machine. So Cher was on the Jackson 5 show. Or no, sorry, the Jackson 5 was on the Cher show. Apologies. Yes. They were and they do a medley of songs, and Cher is full on wearing like a white like crazy pantsuit thing with giant afro puff wig on, like big giant afro puffs, and crazy makeup, like super 70s shiny makeup. And they're doing this, and then at the end they do Dancing Machine, and Cher in her full like on thing starts doing the robot. So and then the Jackson 5 join her, so it's Cher and the Jackson 5 doing the robot all together to Dancing Machine.
All
I'm
right,
just
that's
saying.
going on my YouTube playlist. for
Yeah,
sure.
it should.
We've actually come back to Cher a number of times for amazing, music videos from history.
Well,
She
she
does not disappoint.
no.
Well, didn't we talk about her doing all of the roles from West Side Story?
Oh
Yes.
no, I don't know if we've
Yeah,
ever talked about
you brought that up. Yeah, you've brought that up before.
Oh, we did. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my
That's
goodness.
funny. Fabby Fan MKE says, so she was dressed normally then.
Pretty
Right.
much. But that's a classic video that you might like if you want to really know the robot, that is the place to start. I'm just gonna say. But anyway, sorry, rabbit hole there.
Have we done stickers yet?
No, we haven't
No,
done stickers
it seems
yet.
like it's about that time.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's ready with stickers?
I'm
Holly,
ready
you are?
after. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let Holly go first.
Okay.
Okay. I have got something
Whoops.
different today, although
Wow.
you guys may or may not have shown something similar. I've got shiny Bionicle stickers.
What? We've
Whoa.
never had shiny Bionicle stickers on the show before.
Yeah.
This is a first.
Shiny.
That is crazy.
Hey, my
Whoa.
mom's here. Hi, Mom. Mom says that she
Really?
saw the Jackson 5 doing the robot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like live.
Wow.
Wow, that's-
Can't top that. Can't top that. Doesn't compete with my Bionicle stickers. though.
Well, no. Bring the... Okay, we'll go... Sorry, that was a sidetrack, but let's bring that back on. Hi, Monica. Thanks for liking the
They're
stream.
super colorful.
Yeah, so...
With all the masks.
Right. And I know there's a whole lore involved there.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
much.
not familiar with it, so I can't go into it. But
Yeah. Oh, believe me, we've heard it.
yeah.
We have there's big fans of Bionicles in Baylug. who really know the
Yeah, they really know their
all
stuff.
the mythology.
Yeah.
I gotta say. So Moto,
Bricks.
you ready?
Bricks, Bionicles, Baylug.
There we go.
I am ready. This is from the Friends Ski Resort.
Oh.
And
Very
I thought
timely.
it would be timely and kind of be interesting to what we're talking about today. But nice snowflakes,
Yeah.
good little menus, patterns, very bright colors, everything you expect from a Friends
I
sticker
like
set.
the knife and fork and menu. Like I want to go and have delicious hot food
Yeah,
after
that's-
the slopes.
Yeah, that's super fun. Although I do question that sort of like pseudo southwestern patterning. Like there's a whole bunch of the Friends ones from that
These-
line that
these
have
cushions?
that. Yes, that
The
have
cushions,
that. Yeah, that have that weird sort of geometric pseudo southwestern thing going on. But I love I love it. Oh, and those look like are those snowboard stickers on there?
yeah. There's the equipment rental.
Oh yeah, and then up on the right hand side, there's a yellow and a green sticker to put actually on the. Yeah, very
I
nice.
believe so. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
And then there's
Alright.
one that goes on a tile. The little 1x2 sticker goes on a tile, and that's like your ski pass.
Oh,
cool.
very
Your
nice.
lift-
Oh, right.
Very nice.
This part.
Mhm.
You take this part.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna show. Now we've shown this one before. We are out of live stickers now. We have actually I have a bunch that people have emailed, but that's just not something we can do on a Sunday. It's like one step too far. But
Well, we like this one a lot.
yeah. So let's see. Here we go. All right.
So this is from set 41180. Elves.
Oh. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Elves Ragana's Magic Shadow Castle. It has 1,000 parts and 3 figs, including Aira Wind Whistler, Naida Riverheart. There are
Wow.
heroes, and the evil. I found out she is actually evil. Villain Ragana Shadow Flame in her black dress with a green dragon scale bodice and magenta hair.
Well, and then you see that. Do you see that one opposite my finger, the big tall one? That is a clear sticker to be put on a 1x2x5 clear column and becomes a stained glass window. It's
Whoa,
really cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried to look up some of the design inspirations for elves, and I wasn't able to find that, but I found a lot about the mythology. And like Bionicles, there's a lot of mythology there.
Well, we talked with Wes a bit about. I know you weren't here for that. That's right, you weren't here when Wes was here.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, because we talked with Wes quite a bit about the creation of the different villains and like why they decided to go with a different villain every time instead of like one sort of overarching villain. And he had some interesting things to say about that. But I believe he was. This is from a set he designed. And that's so. Which one was it? The Sky Castle? Or
It was the Shadow Castle.
Yes. So this
Yeah.
was the one that he was talking about that was inspired by the Tower of Orthanc.
Oh, see, and what I was really taken with
These things.
not only that elf set, but the other ones I looked at today was that they all had incredibly interesting silhouettes. You know, those same kind of curves and those French curves that you work with, Moto, and really just off, sort of less symmetrical, but really ornate silhouettes.
Man, we should do an Elves challenge at some time and do like a build inspired by the Elves theme, because you wouldn't have to have an Elves set or the mini dolls. You could just do it in the style of
Black
by
and
looking
green
at
and purple.
Yeah, a
yeah.
lot of those. I feel like there's a lot of those same parts in Ninjago sets too, so they're pretty accessible.
Oh
Yeah.
the sort of I call them Klingon parts. They all look like those crazy Klingon blades.
Batlift.
Yeah.
So
Right.
so Orange Bricks is asking what's the challenge this week. So just so you know, there's not officially a challenge this week because we are going to be taking many days off. So as I was mentioning before, we're going to be off on next Friday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, so we'll be here this week up until Wednesday. So the build challenges, and we will be having when we get back, we will be showing them in a slideshow. So technically, it is a regular challenge, but we are doing a build to give challenge over this next couple of weeks. And Build to Give is a fantastic program set up by Lego, wherein you build a holiday ornament, whatever that means to you. And you post a picture on social media. I think preferably Instagram is where it's kind of happening, with the hashtag #BuildToGive. And every time you post an ornament with that hashtag, Lego will give a free Lego set to a child in need for the holidays. So
I also noticed, before I forget, that I happened to look on Bricklink's website, and now that everybody knows how to use Studio, they also have a place where you can design one online or design one digitally and put it in the Bricklink Studio gallery. And
very cool.
That also counts. Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a really good small practice project too for you guys to get up on using Studio.
Yeah, so lots of really cool stuff there. And I will say though, just like always, when we do the slideshow, even because I've already seen a lot of people, because everybody's doing awesome. Not only are they hashtagging Build to Give, but they're hashtagging Tricky Lug. They're tagging us from TrickyBricks. I've been getting all these awesome notifications. And what I love about it is not only does it show off the Build to Give, but it also shows Tricky Lug's support of Build to Give through those hashtags, and it's really great to go on there and see all those great tags and all those great images. But anyway, getting back to it, I know a lot of people are like making multiples, right? Because they're easy, right? Their ornaments are pretty simple to make, but you must limit yourself to 3 when you upload them to the form, because I know that this is an easier challenge to put together than we usually do, and so we will probably get a lot of entries. And even at 3 apiece, it's going to be a lot. So think about Maraid when you're sending in your images, and think of, just so please do limit yourself to 3.
And of course, it's always possible to make something more ornate and detailed, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, this isn't a 2-week build a giant building challenge.
These are my 200 ornaments.
This is less a challenge for us and more a way to be able to have everybody participate in the Build to Give program. So, yeah, and again, easy models are not required. Make whatever you want. But just I know that I've already seen so many amazing ornaments already put up on the one. Do you have yours close by, Holly?
I don't. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, actually, my husband's doing a little bit of construction again downstairs. So.
Got it.
Right on.
All right, so I got something special set up for today. Oh, nice, Moto. That is like the most Motoist holiday decoration in existence.
Those are meant to look like eyeballs, right?
No.
Because they look like eyeballs to me, which I love.
Well, that would look so
Starro's coming to get Holly.
Very nice.
If there happened to be any holiday lights with that holiday ornament, I bet it would glow really amazingly well.
Oh,
all
yeah,
those
I bet it would.
translucent pieces.
Yes.
If it's nearby them.
Yeah, I love that one of Moto's first ornaments he made was door size.
It's on the door right out there. That's why I couldn't get it. It's hanging.
So with the holidays coming up, obviously everybody's, especially since we're going to be inside and not probably doing our normal holiday things, but the new Lego Holiday Catalog is here, and I have set up.
Is mine out of date? Is this the one?
No.
The front of ours looks different.
Yeah, ours is the late holiday, but I'm sure it has the same stuff in it. This is the one that we have.
Yeah, I just realized I grabbed the wrong one, so I don't know. You may have to do downshoot.
Yeah, I do. I have it all set up. Here we go. We have our down shot, and Here we go. So, look, kicking it off here, we've got the ornaments. We've got the little wreath that uses those big spiky, those little spiky leaves. We've got our
Nutcracker
brick heads, which is very cute, by the way. I have to say. You have some experience with Nutcracker builds, Holly.
Yeah.
It was an awesome build. I just think it's funny because you thought it was scary.
I liked it because it was scary, but it was an awful build.
So we've got there's a little winter snowball fight, and then we have our sort of like, spread on the Elves
Oh, look
clubhouse.
at this adorable sleigh.
And it's like a little
That's so
motorized
cool.
sleigh.
A skidoo.
Don't forget, this weekend, if you're around, it's VIP weekend. So that's this weekend.
Sold
and
out.
and there is we haven't gone anywhere.
That's so funny. For purchases over $200, you get a brick, a giant size turquoise
brick. And actually, we have the red one of these. There's a red. There's a red one.
I ventured to the Lego store this weekend when we were done looking at the catalog.
And then, of course, there's the Dickens tribute that you can get, which is $100. You have to spend $150. I'm not quite at that place right now.
But it is a cute set. Look, there's the Dickens tribute right there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
On the book.
It's really cute and kind of in the vein of that. The one they did a few years back that was Hans Christian Andersen. It was a little simpler than this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then of course,
Bum bum bum.
We've got the big, and I think we spent enough airtime on this last week. We don't need to probably continue that conversation.
Look at the way they photographed it. Like really, they're going there, right?
Although I will say, if you did have any intention to buy the Coliseum, now would certainly be the time because
double points.
Yep.
Is it double points right now?
Yeah, it is, right? Or is it not? Is it
Yeah,
not?
double. It's double VIP points.
Okay.
So there you go. And then the following weekend, we get we continue to get the Dickens tribute.
Double points. You would get the giant brick. You would get the Charles Dickens books. You would get the Chariot. Like you would have so many promos with it. Plus, it's essentially 10% off if you can't, if you add up all the points and stuff. So.
It looks like there's also a little mini Christmas tree that you get.
They're basically paying you to take it out of the store.
Right.
Oh dear. Well,
now I think this is, for my own personal opinion, I think this is the loveliest set in the catalog right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm not necessarily, just the way all of these buildings go together, I think is so pretty.
Yeah.
It looks so good in the Lego storefront too. Like,
it does.
Very good, like Christmas season storefront, even just by itself.
When we have a couple of Wes Talbot designed sets right here next to each other, both of those things he worked on, which is awesome. Oh, here we go. It's the Star Wars page. I'm just gonna sit back and let Holly talk because I have no idea what I'm talking about here. No, but we've got the Mandalorian and Child set, which is the one that we are doing for our Rebrick challenge. So that's the one, you can take a look at it there. The Razor Crest. Now I know there was some kind of talk about the name of it and why it was listed as Razor Crest with two words instead of one word. And I had heard there was some kind of licensing thing.
I think they were supposed to completely rename it. They're supposed to call it some kind of like transport, right? Or shuttle or something, because of some licensing issue in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, there was one country in Europe where someone had trademarked the name before Disney had. And so those catalogs had to do a name shift, I believe. In their printing.
Yeah, so Christopher and Joel both said there was a company in Germany that took the license early and didn't want to release it.
I heard that they had to completely rename. Like I thought they had to redo the packaging and everything was what I heard.
I thought so too.
So like if you want an actual like Razor Crest, like a labeled Razor Crest set, you may want to get that sooner than later because that could change. But
interesting.
maybe, I don't know. I don't know if anyone has any conflicting information to that.
So they resolved it by splitting it into 2 words instead of 1.
I thought they were going to name it something else completely.
I thought so too, but it looks like, I don't know.
I want to see this one motorized. It would be so cute to see
The child.
child's ears go up and down and his head turn.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome.
I did actually buy that one. That was one that I put in my cart to qualify because I have the original, very similar looking Yoda. That's like the brick built, Yoda of the same style, and I'd like to have those next to each other. I think that would be cute.
Aww.
And one thing about the Razor Crest set is a lot of people are modifying theirs to be more in line with the TV show.
Yeah.
Because it came in a little lightweight to them and it wasn't quite proportioned the way they wanted. So there's a lot of wonderful mods that you can go check out if you have that set to modify it and overhaul it.
Yeah, I think I'm like most people. I'm just buying it for the child and.
Yeah, like all the people who are gonna buy this armored assault tank for the Ashoka figure.
Pretty much.
I mean, I know people who are super into that.
So the Razor Crest is 1,023 pieces, and people are like, "I got the child. That's the one I want."
But I should mention that the big built child comes with the official baby size the child figure.
I don't think we knew that when the Razor Crest was released, though.
Right. No, I don't think so either. And what I understand is a cheaper set has just been released or is coming out also that will include it, so that you can get that one.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that that's going to be accessible then, because of course everybody wants one.
Yes.
So Death Star Final Duel is like that's going back, right? That's right. That's from the original movie.
Two of those, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, the Mos Eisley Cantina, which I believe I'm going to guess that this is going to be the big popular set this year. But I could be wrong. It could be the Mandalorian one. But what was that?
The Cantina is sold out right now online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's sold really well. It's been selling heavily.
Well, and okay, so tell me if you think I'm right on this. And I may be completely out of it here, but I think that more than the architecture, more than the size of the set, what is selling the set are these minifigures.
20 of them.
Yeah.
20 of them, and so many like new original molds.
Oh, okay. I do want Moma Nadan, who I never knew that name before, but that character with the sort of hammerhead and the long neck, I've loved since I was, 10.
That's so cool.
I mean, I would say that I bought it for the figs, but my husband bought it for me because Star Wars. So.
Because Star Wars.
But I wanted it. I mean, if I had bought it myself, I think the minifigs would have justified it for sure. And it's really interesting because it's another like playset, and you never know how that's going to do. Like that was actually kind of a risk for them because I don't think the Attack on Hoth was it Attack on Hoth. It was like their UCS Hoth that was very much a play set, and it was very like kind of haphazard, and I think everybody felt pretty disappointed by it. So it's interesting that they ventured out and went with another, and even Cloud City, I feel like people were disappointed with that too. So that they went with a play set instead of another big ship, even though they also did 2 big ships in the past year too. So they've covered their bases.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that a play set, which hasn't been a UCS play set, which hasn't been as popular in the past, is now seemingly the most popular one of the bunch.
Right.
Go figure. So I think you're right. I think it is the minifigs that are the appeal.
It's funny sitting here with this paper catalog in front of us because you can go online and search anything in the entire world and have it at your house. I mean, except the ones that are sold out. You can get it eventually, right? But I remember being a little kid, and every year around the holidays, the Montgomery Ward holiday catalog came out, and it had all the things in it. I'm just saying it was a few years back.
The Montgomery Ward catalog.
Well, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that? I remember it.
No, for
I
us,
do, except for us, it's JCPenney's, but
Yeah, so
got it.
And
or
we
Sears
would
or whatever.
we would go to
Service
all of those.
merchandise. I don't know if anybody knows what a service merchandise is, but that was the one when I was a kid.
Well, having the paper catalog in front of me brings back that little thing from when I was a kid about this wonder world of like, look what there is, in a way that paging through web pages doesn't necessarily do for me.
Yeah.
No, and my son's wish list is this catalog. And of course, what he does is he folds down the corner.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
and then he,
yes.
And then he takes a pen and he circles the thing he wants.
Yeah. I was very cruel. I made my son actually, like, as a writing exercise, he had to write out his wish list.
Hey, that's fair.
It's okay.
Well, I know.
I'm so glad to hear that.
I think we know how you feel about this page, Holly. So.
Oh, well, I mean, check.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, you've already got that one. Don't need to fold that page down.
Needs that one in their collection.
Oh, and you see who they're aimed at here. Add a new icon to your Batman collection with the 1989 Batwing.
Exactly.
They want completionists.
They want. It's like, dear Holly, add a new icon to
you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay. So we've got.
By the way, it was a really good build. It's a relatively of all this catalog, it's a relatively affordable set. I think it's like $200 or something. And it felt like it was worth it. Like there's good figures in there. It's a good, like, it's a good build. It's not like, it's a little different, there's lots of great parts in there. And we were even talking about like bricks, like sets that come with bricks. That set comes with like, I don't know, 2x8 bricks or something, like big black bricks and it's awesome. I loved it. And you can hang it on the wall. So cool.
So, we've got these new Mario sets coming out. Well, some new, some have been out for a little while. I gotta say, I haven't really looked at these in detail, but I love this giant rock Bowser, like on the top of Bowser's castle, is really awesome. I love that. And I love the shape of this house.
Oh, with the inverse slopes.
With the inverse slopes on this it's so cute.
This page, this spread right here is like our Mario collection right there.
Ah, got it. All right.
And Holly, what do you think about the play functions on that? Have you all done all of the things?
I still don't really get it. Like, my son likes it. I really got the NES was for me. The rest of it was really for the kids. Mm-hmm. And he seems to have fun with it, although I will say it didn't seem to hold his attention very long. It still feels really gimmicky to me. I'm not sure. I love the parts. I think it's still worthwhile. The parts are so good, and the brick built figures are so good, and all of that is like I like it as a series, but the functions, I'm just not like. I think that they would rather play with something like Boost to get functionality.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and maybe too, this is, aimed for slightly younger than your kids.
Maybe that's what it is. But he's kind of at the peak, like 8, 9 years old. He's really getting into video games and loves Mario stuff, and so he was really excited about it. He kind of sets it up and he noodles with it for a little bit, and it just doesn't hold his attention as long as other Lego stuff, really.
Got it.
Oh, you know what? Before we move on, I just realized it's past that time. Nobody even reminded me. Oh my goodness.
It's all quiet back there too.
It is that special. I know, right? It's that special time of the day, everyone. It is. It's Logan Cookie time, and he's a little late for his entrance. Let's hope he doesn't knock the library over. Yay,
Hi,
Logan. He's so glad you're back because you can actually throw the treats right.
Oh, but I didn't do it.
Oh, well, I shouldn't have said that.
You jinxed me. Okay, come on back out. Here we go.
Yay, Logan.
Yay, Logan.
Good boy.
Yay, Skittles.
And Skittles is like, I'll sit back here by the books.
Ow!
Wait, Skittles isn't actually there. That is a green screen backdrop after all.
Okay, last one. Good boy.
Great job,
Yay,
Skittles.
Logan. Yay, Skittles. Yay, baby snow lion tiger thing.
Thing, yeah.
Good girl.
Logan cookie time. Awesome. Whoa.
Sorry, we're all tangle-fied. There we go.
Okay. So let's go. We'll head back over to that awesome catalog. So, of course, the NES, which is another, expensive set, $229, although that's starting to become mid-range, as we were talking about last week.
Yep.
I think that's just a great-looking set.
Oh, it's worth it. That's still, I think, my favorite set from the year, actually.
Now, this set makes me a little sad, I've got to say.
Well,
Which one?
invested a lot in EV3.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We're way into EV3. We've got 2 of the brain bricks, accessories, and now we're also heavily into powered up. So I think we're gonna skip the newest version of EV3. Alas.
I mean, we have two EV3 sets, so
yeah,
I'm not
we can
gonna
make
go.
a lot of stuff move.
And
Yep,
again, you
so
can
this
still
one
do all the same
is the
stuff.
number one. This is the number one on my son's list.
I'm sure
That's so cool.
it is
Yep,
really
this
cool.
is the one where he said he really wants to be able to build a robot and he wants to learn how to, tell the robot how to do things.
Oh, it's
Well,
so
I've-
fun. That's exciting.
I really love that they've chosen to go with this white, turquoise, and pink color scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really great. Of course, it makes me think of the pop-up party bus, and a lot of the Lego Movie 2 had that kind of turquoise and pink combo. But I think it's great, and I just love that they went, because EV3, I have to say, was very kind of boring color-wise. It's black and white and gray and red, and that's it.
It was kind of on the severe side of Technic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't have any motors. I don't have any Mindstorms or power functions or anything. So for us, this will be the first thing that
Oh, awesome.
we've ever had.
Moto, it's so
Moto,
exciting.
For Christmas last year, Vincent got the Boost robot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he built it, he got to about 75% of the way with it, and then got distracted, never finished it. And I was pretty adamant I really wanted him to finish it and do all the things, learn how to do it. And then it's been kind of sitting in the corner ever since, and we've been so busy with the house, I haven't really been bothered with it. So finally, just last week, I pulled it out of the corner and was like, look, you've had this almost a year now and you still haven't finished it. So I finally sat down and helped him just finish it up and showed him how to. It's really interesting. It's perfect for that age, for the 8-9-year-old kid, because in the process of once you've built it, it kind of takes you through almost tutorial wise, what each little part of the code does, what each function does.
Yeah.
And it's definitely geared for kids. All the play functions with it are you're basically putting costume pieces and stuff on it.
Yeah.
I have no idea. You have no idea until you actually get in there and start doing it. But it'll have a thing where you put on a mustache, and then you put these dark sunglasses on and a little siren on the top, and then he has a program that's let me see some ID or something like that.
Oh my god.
And it's just, but you can be really ridiculous with it, and it has then you can build a kind of a target, and it has a thing that shoots from its shoulder, a little cannon thing, and so you can shoot the target and knock it over. It has a hockey stick and can hit a little ball. And
I want to do the I just want to build DJ Roomba, and then I would be happy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But I was thinking of maybe going to Lego Education and getting a Spike Prime kit, but no, I was patient, because I was waiting for the Scratch language to come down to this level, and so now it's it's time to pony up and
there's lots of
Well, once you figure out and understand sensors and motors, and you can actually, for the first time, have it move around and sense its environment, it's so exciting.
Oh, cool.
So
we're a whole new world now, discovering. I mean, we already kind of did some of that stuff with Mindstorms with my other kid, but this one's just a little more fun. The programming for it is more enjoyable.
So
there's the vehicles.
Yeah, here's the vehicles. I'm all the vehicle people are very excited. I know. So this crocodile train is beautiful. We're not like super into trains, but it's beautiful. And of course, the Ford Mustang is lovely. We got the new old new Ecto 1 model, and then the Fiat, which we actually have a copy of, and we're super
going to
excited
build
about
it. And it comes with a painting of the Fiat in front of the Coliseum.
Right, we were talking about that about the Coliseum last week, that this was kind of a a little preview that the Coliseum was coming, right? That little painting.
Yeah, that Ecto 1 is sold out also, which is kind of sad.
Not surprised.
WGJO builds. Yeah, I think Yano won the Frankenstein Brickheads here. That's not on Boone's channel, actually. That was here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopes up, though.
What'd you say?
The way to get somebody's hopes up, though.
Oh, well, Okay, so we've got the bookshop and the Old Stratford Manchester United, which I know is really popular amongst a certain group of people. I mean, you could say that about any model in here, I guess.
Yeah.
The haunted house, which we put together, which was awesome.
I think that's also sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's sold out, is it? Wow.
I was gonna say that's another model that, it's just spectacular when you went through it.
Oh yeah, it was
like
great.
I
have to say though, I wish that we would have had a mallet at that point, because really is. I mean,
is it plate heavy?
Well, no, it's just that it didn't, unless everything is exactly engaged right, it does not want to function properly. Like, it's real, it's very finicky.
The drop thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to make some adjustments. Yeah. Now, I haven't been big on the Ninjago adventure sets as much as Ninjago architecture, but I love this Skull Sorcerer's Dragon.
Well, yeah, that whole sort of Dungeons and Dragons line is really cool, but this one is especially cool. And I want those wings. They're like tattered black dragon wings are so cool.
They're probably plastic, right? You think?
It's hard to tell. They look like they have cutouts in them, but I can't tell if it's thick like fabric or not. It looks like it has a texture.
Anybody know? Anybody in the chat know like what that means?
Yeah, Titanium J, who is a Ninjago collector, had this together at one point on a stream, and it was, I couldn't tell, but it was either like a weird vinyl, like a thick vinyl, or a rubbery weird. It just looked
cloth.
awesome.
I see Drew Dershel and Sue Later both say fabric.
Wow, and they've got those skeleton bones on it.
And it also comes with 2 black skeleton warriors that have that bigger, more realistically shaped skull on them. It's not like a regular minifigure shaped skull. It's like
it's a Ninjago skull, but this time instead of white, it's coming through in black.
It's really, really cool.
I don't know if they're in that set. Joel says the new Ninjago sets have sisters-like minifigs. He's talking about the sisters from Kubo, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, This there's this one with the mask on.
The skull.
You have to look kind of close up, but he's got like a white, sort of like a white mask.
Let's see.
I think this is going to get out of focus. Right?
It is.
Okay. All right.
Right. But yeah, you should check it out. So we got Technic. We've got this giant dump truck.
This is the cement.
I mean the cement mixer. Sorry.
Cement mixer, yeah.
Cement mixer. I'm sure that's a complicated gearing. There we go. There's the dump truck. I knew there was a dump truck in here somewhere. There had to be, because there always is.
And it's got multiple functions on it for Bluetooth powered up control.
Oh, and they've got this nice so these little 2-in-1 Technic builds are actually a really great way to get started in Technic.
Those are sold out too. I feel like I was just looking to add those to my cart online and was looking for like a small Technic build, and like all the small ones were sold out at the time. So
stocking stuffers.
Yeah. There is and look, the Dom's Dodge Charger from Fast and the Furious, which
I for whatever reason I am compelled to have one of those. I really want one of those.
I'm more excited about Moto's Dodge Charger personally. Like wait, wasn't that? No, it was the V9. Wait, what's the one that you did for Fab Max?
It's a Ford.
A Ford. Sorry, I don't know cars.
Mad Max is a Ford.
I don't know cars.
Well, I love this
Okay,
Charger.
but
I'll just say that I'm more excited about Moto's model than this one, but that's just me.
Well, that Dodge Charger is pretty much the best looking Technic set I think I've ever seen.
Well, look at those curves on
Really?
the side.
Yeah.
I
It's
wasn't very
really-
excited about it. I thought it was not that great of a rendition.
Is
but
it just an awesome
For a
photograph?
Technic build, I think it's pretty good. 'Cause they're
15 inches long.
Yeah. And
Looks-
it's small. You know, it doesn't seem so like overwhelming either. Like I don't even like the bigger Technic cars, even though they're kind of cool looking. There's always so many gaps and holes, and it just always looks really weird to me. I think this one's just the right size. That
Yeah.
it looks pretty slick to me.
Well, yeah, it's nice because it's more finished than your usual Technic model, right? Like like this. But I gotta say this,
Yeah, they're cleaning it up with system.
the
I think that's maybe
dragster
it.
here. If you are looking, and again, if you're looking for a way to start into Technic, this one's also great because it comes with a pullback motor.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And that's not something that you can get super easily anymore. And they're really great to have. Like, and because if you don't want to, like, if you don't want to make the investment of being involved in battery operated motors and all that stuff, the pullback motors are a really, really great place to start.
Yeah.
Moto, I think you made a really great point about how in the Dodge Charger the fact that they're finishing it off with system really makes it a lot nicer. I
Yes.
think when you're looking at a model and you say this is all Technic beams with some fairings on it, I'm less excited about it. When it
Exactly.
looks like the thing and it's got all that functionality, then that's so much cooler.
Yeah, I will say also in looking around for Technic sets, I was realizing like how badly I want a Technic set without wheels. Like I have so many wheels, and they take up so much space. And every time I get wheels in any set now, I just groan like, ugh, there's not more to add to the pile.
More
we're
wheels.
so different. I am excited because no matter how many wheels we get, trying to put together 4, 6, or 8 of the same thing is so hard.
Yeah, it always ends up being difficult. Well, now
Is
we're
this
going to go to the complete opposite end of the scale.
Yeah, before you move on, is that the only Technic page that you have?
There's this one, there's the cement mixer, and then there's these three. So it's like two and a half
So-
pages.
My catalog had a set that was a must-have
Oh.
that is not in yours, and it was the Catamaran.
Oh, do you want
So-
to?
It
Do you
doesn't
want to?
have wheels.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, there's so many weird parts to that. I don't
Oh,
Wow.
I see. Yeah.
So the reason is my son is really into water as much as he is in cats, and the Technic Catamaran will actually float on water. The hulls do actually work.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so does
cool.
that
They
one
don't.
that we put together, that really big long one that we did. That one also floats. So very
Yeah,
cool.
so
I
the
wanna
fact that
float
it
it in
floats
the
and it has a sail and it's Technic,
Yeah.
and to Holly it doesn't have wheels, so that's a plus too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be any
Oh, weird. Did my
surprise
camera
that
go out of
this is
focus?
this colorful.
but
But I got pretty excited when and I don't know, I haven't
Okay.
super been drawn to tons of Friends sets, but this Jungle Rescue base is so cool. Maybe
Yeah,
because
this is
it
a good
reminds
one.
me of Elves some.
It's got an elves-ish quality to it. I mean, and this one is, of course, as always, the reasons to buy Friends are all here. The colors, the animals. Like the two big reasons to buy. Like,
Look, there's a panda going upside down the slide.
yes.
Of course there is.
So we've got elephants, including a tiny pink lavender elephant. We've got pandas. We've got alpacas. We've got baby tigers, and we have this salon, which I just gotta say, like this. Baby flamingo. But I have to say this. I'm a little bit disappointed in this because this is almost identical to the design that they did in the last salon, or maybe it was two
Yeah.
salons ago.
I wonder if they just have certain sets that are proven to be most popular, that they, kind of like Star Wars, where they just keep regurgitating the same
Yeah.
models. Maybe that salon is like their number one Friends set that sells the best, and they just
But the reason to get it
variations.
is this hot pink beehive, and then this lavender long hair.
Yep.
Those are like, to me, that's the reasons to get that. And I do like the
Well,
scissors.
I think everybody gets it just because they want a haircut this year.
Right. It's
I
true.
don't know.
They're like, at least in Heart Lake, everybody still has their salon open.
And I know, Heart Lake City has so many balloons. That place, they must have like an air balloon field because every couple of waves there's some kind of balloon, which I'm glad of because of course it means we get more balloon pieces. And this time it's in purple, which is nice.
Oh,
I like this.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And the unfortunate thing is I feel like because Friends sets have caught on, they seem to be more popular now, that you don't see the discounts that you used to.
Right.
I used to come out on those sets being discounted by like 30% or more, here and there, and now it's getting harder to find those discounts.
I like
on the ones you want,
Yeah.
Well, people are, I think, catching on to how awesome the parts are.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I like in Emma's fashion shop. It looks kind of like a Parisian bakery that fell into West Hollywood or Miami.
Well, there's but also too, this is a similar shape as one of the like one of those 3-in-1 buildings that came out when we first started collecting. It was like a bike shop and a toy store, I think.
Yep.
And had that same yellow inverse arch thing going on.
I just saw the comment: helicopters and balloons don't mix well.
It's true. Wow, we get
I think it's really bold of them to make a building out of yellow, because back in the day, yellow was one of those prime colors for constructing things, and
yeah.
There's quite a few Friends buildings I feel like are pretty yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then this is like a whole, like we've now got 4 pages of Friends. We've got this
Look
one.
at that bus.
Yeah, there's the friendship
heck?
bus.
I like the water park. That thing's awesome.
I'm excited about the water park.
Yeah, and I love this this what is probably a sticker, but this window right here on Stephanie's house is pretty cool.
This is a cool piece that you could actually use in an amusement park. This like large style porch swing sort of thing.
Yeah, the water park, I will say those translucent tubes are, I got, a bunch of those and have been messing around with them, and they're pretty wicked.
Mm-hmm.
That might be something for, a lug to look into as well.
Yeah, but I do remember Blair, or maybe it was you, saying something about like you have to have a certain piece or they won't all connect together.
That has the studs on it to be able to connect it to it.
Yeah, you need to always buy the straights and the curved ones. They work together. You can't have one or the other.
Oh, got it.
Or you could, but I mean, it's a lot easier if you have both to start combining the things you want to combine. And what's really weird is the friction is not super tight. It's a very loose, gapped connection when you have those tubes.
You could make an awesome mouse Habitrail out of that.
In fact, that's what I thought it was when I first glanced at it. I totally thought it was like a hamster Habitrail.
I was going to say Alex 23 needs... Now, I know some of these came with the hamster. I thought some of these came with one of the hamster things in Friends. I might be wrong, but I know...
Maybe I did see that.
Alex 23 needs about a bazillion of these so he can make... Squeaky Squad needs like a full-on Habitrail, like, town that's all connected together by little tubes.
That would be their main headquarters. That's all it would be.
Exactly. just like the tubes.
Yeah, just be railroad still, or yeah.
Well, I have problems with this one
tubes.
Because it's called nature glamping, and I first of all hate that word. It's awful, and also like if you're gonna go camping, go camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see making some kind of
what?
See that
the tent's cute
the
though.
Tent.
It could be a big monster.
Yeah, a big monster mouth.
Monster mouth. That was a toy back when we were kids. Speaking of toys and Christmas. Oh, of course, we've got a little feature for Dots here. Although I'm surprised, as popular as Dots have been, that there's not more on.
Same.
There's not more showing on here.
I thought the same thing because I went to the Lego store this weekend expecting, because I didn't have the newest catalog, and it seems like there's new stuff coming out left and right. So I was expecting to see a few new things at the store, and first place I went was the Dots because I think I'd seen a sneak peek of like Series 3 pack of dots, and so I was hoping those would be there. They didn't have anything new, and I had the exact same thought. Like, really, I feel like it's time for a new wave of dots here. So
Right.
What? In the
I
bracelet
bet,
mega
I bet
pack,
beginning of the year we'll start seeing new dots.
See, I'm such a sucker for this. In the bracelet mega pack, there's a tiny little 1x1 classic space, and in the power bracelet, you get lightning and blasts and splats, and one that says power
and sparkles. Very nice, Moto.
Yeah, I mean I couldn't wear the pin, so I'm always wearing the dots bracelet.
Ooh, there's another good challenge. We should do a dots bracelet challenge some week.
Do that.
That would be nuts.
They're easy to pick up, right? Like the little bracelet packs are easy to pick up and cheap.
Yeah, that would actually motivate me to do something with them, because I have a bunch of them sitting around and just haven't really felt inspired to do much with them yet.
So we've got the main square, the city main square, which we looked at when it was first announced, and this is not
Heartbreak.
a monorail that runs on a track. It has wheels. It runs on the floor. This is misleading.
It's the Heartbreak City monorail.
Hashtag the truth is out there.
Yeah.
But it's cute, right?
Yeah. So there you go. Dots challenge would be fun. All right, Heartbreak City indeed. All right. Oh, here's the Disney stuff. We've got the Belle's Winter Celebration, which is, and we've had a Belle Castle before, so this is kind of retreading old territory. I know we've had a Rapunzel Tower before, but I don't think this detailed. And this looks like it would be fun for some of the parts.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, those...
And the purple cones are really nice. And then, of course, the Mickey and Minnie. Now, I think Minifig Chick has this one already and built it. I'm really just more interested in the macaroni arm pieces, those big tubes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the new ones.
Which really, and of course, as I've mentioned before, I want to I'm going to somehow convince Wes to let me put together his Beholder model. And that was the basis of his Beholder model, was those macaroni tubes. So it's a cute set. Okay, we've got...
It's a lot bigger than you think it would be if you've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those sets where the size is deceptive. It's actually much larger than...
Yeah, it looks big. I've seen it put together. It's really big.
I'm not sure why I can't get on board with this one. The Mickey and Minnie. It was like the only thing in the store that was kind of at that price point where you could qualify for the gifts and stuff that they had in stock, and I sat there debating it for a minute, and I just was like, I just for some reason I just don't want it.
Now I gotta say, so so then they've just sort of like lumped these together in at the end, more great Lego themes. Yeah. I have to say that I'm a little surprised that they've given the art mosaics such short shrift in this.
Yeah, in my catalog, the art pieces take up 2 full pages, Butterfly.
Well, maybe that's why. That must be why. Because this actually expressly says on the front, late holiday. Yeah, so I think they're meant to be sort of like in tandem.
Well, I also wonder if this particular catalog isn't more aimed at a younger audience than the one you're looking at.
I would think the holiday catalogs would be mostly for kids. Maybe that's...
Right, and then we've got this...
The other difference is I have a Butterfly for Lego Ideas, and I don't think you guys had any section dedicated to Lego Ideas.
No, there's no Lego. Oh, actually, we're just about to get to Lego Ideas right here on the next page.
Okay. See, this Jurassic Park dinosaur, the T-Rex, is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's a fantastic build. And Monkey Kid, and again, like Monkey Kid, I thought they would be pushing a little bit harder.
You're kidding, because it feels like Monkey Kid's pretty darn saturated as a...
I'm flipping back. I think they had a dedicated page or 2 to Monkey Kid in mine.
So we've got these little, and then we've got this little thing that's just sort of, gifts under $15, some little things you can pick up. And then there's the gifts you definitely can't get for $15, the grand piano, the Lego Ideas grand piano, and the Lego Ideas International Space Station.
Yay, I like the ISS. Yep. And it's a very reasonably priced set, too.
I think Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable enough. For
Yeah,
sure.
mine has Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Mine's a double page.
See that? Yeah, that's. And then of course on the back we have the Sesame Street, amazing.
Oh, that's why.
Cute
Yep.
build.
Yeah, that wasn't released yet.
Yep. So that is this catalog. So now that we've looked at the catalog, I want to find out from y'all. Now we've talked about this before. With all the new big sets coming out, but do you particularly have anything from here that's on your personal wish list? I mean, I know we know what Amoto, we know what Jay wants, but what do you want? Like, is there anything in here that you're like, oh, this is a thing that I would?
What I want was not covered in this catalog.
Oh, well,
and I bought it. If I turn my camera off, I can actually go grab it.
oh, yeah, if you want, you don't have to turn the camera off, but you can.
Well, no, because I have to go out the back door.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
we don't want to reveal the secrets.
Yeah, you don't want to see the secrets of.
Yeah, but
I mean,
don't sign out. Just turn your camera off if you
I
don't
will.
mind. That's awesome.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, so for me, the big one this year that I was holding out for, of course, was the Elf Clubhouse.
Yes.
And naturally, that sold out a couple of weeks ago,
Oh.
and it's been kind of elusive and hard to get. And I finally saw one go online last night, added it to my cart, and then got a notification this morning that nope, it's actually sold out. So
Oh, bummer.
if and when I'm ever going to get that set, which is a bummer because I have every single Winter Village, even before Winter Village was a thing. Like all the way back, if anyone remembers the Holiday Train that came out a couple of years before they started the Winter Village theme. And that Holiday Train was kind of like what really brought me back into Lego full force, like collecting and stuff. Like I would buy, a set here and there, but I feel like right about that point that I scored the Holiday Train was when, and it was around the holiday time. And so I, set it up around our Christmas tree. And I think I even started building out, like, there weren't any other holiday things to build at that time, but I think I was kind of tinkering around and building my own stuff around it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Winter Village stuff has always been pretty special. And of course, every year I've gotten those sets. And so this year to not be able to get like the new set, and last year was a bust because we were moving in the middle of the holiday season last year. And so we didn't do much of anything. Like all my Lego stuff was still packed. I didn't get to build anything. And the kids this year are really excited about building the holiday stuff. So,
Cool, yay.
so we were really looking forward to this, and I'm kind of super bummed that we still don't have it.
I'm sure there's still opportunity, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that it will show up.
Can you, if it doesn't, can you hack it together from the instructions in your own bricks?
I think we have. I mean, the funny thing is I feel like every year I always have some grand ambition that we're gonna mock something for Christmas, or that I'm gonna mock something for Christmas and kind of add my own whatever thing to the village.
Right.
And then I find that by the time, because we really don't do Christmassy stuff until after Thanksgiving, and as you know, you have barely a month to do all your Christmas stuff before it's over. And I feel like by the time I've even just pulled out all the stuff that we have, that we've collected from over the years, and put it all together, that there's really only like a week left before you have to put it all away again.
Right. Hey, Mel's here. Everybody, Mel's here in the chat. Hey, Mel, how's it going? Iceberg Bricks, good to see you.
Howdy, Iceberg.
And also a new person, Melissa. How's it going? Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey.
So Moto.
Yeah, Moto.
went
Tell
and
us.
came
I
back.
know you took a trip.
I took a trip for a different set, but the set I have here that I wanted to show off first it was an impulse buy, but I'm glad I followed my intuition. in the
Oh
beginning.
boy. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So
Watch
this
out.
is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Nebula MB frigate.
Yeah.
Holy
I love
bananas.
the packaging for this thing so much. It's my favorite one of all the Comic-Con things they've done, just because of the packaging. So good.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be boxing this back up and getting it off to you guys.
What?
What?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
what?
So I'm thinking maybe you could either build it or you can entice some more subscribers with it because it's the thing to have that no one can get. So we'll find a way, right?
Well, maybe
we'll
after
conspire.
we'll do the 2K drive, and then we'll do the 3K drive using that.
Yeah. So for me,
Yay!
Oh, yes, we have it too.
I'm
You
so
have it.
looking forward to that. I don't know. I'm still undecided whether to build any of it on the show. I kind of want to just like build it and show snapshots of the build.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that was close.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
I almost knocked my spaceship on the floor.
Oh,
No, don't do that.
No,
It
don't.
was really close. It was about to go.
Oh,
No,
my goodness.
I would say I'm intimidated by this box.
Yeah, me too.
But when
Yeah.
I look at it, it looks like Holly was saying. This is one of the cleaner.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
ones
it
where there's
is.
not a lot of gaps. It really looks representative. And then they use a little bit of system and stuff to kind of close it up and tighten it up to make it look polished, not like your average Technic set.
Yeah.
But it's 2,573 pieces. I am terrified of the transmission that goes into building a transmission like this.
Oh yeah, that's
See,
going to be
I-
intense.
I see it as a class in how that stuff works. I want to learn all that stuff.
So that
Well, yeah,
actually-
I am too. But it's like it's excitement and terror mixed together.
Yeah.
When I think about taking this thing on.
I know I won't buy it, but I may. I don't know. I guess if I could save up a little bit, I do want one because I need a lot of Technic parts. I'm always short on Technic parts, no matter how many I order, and I feel like I need one of those behemoth sets just to have supply. And I do need to go through a build like that to get better at the.
I will say
Well, what
that
did it for me was it was at Costco, and when I saw the price, it was like, there's no way Lego's going to discount it like this.
Well, I will say that for me, like there is with those really really complicated Technic sets, I find that I'm with it to a certain point, and then like once I've added like the 85th gear onto the gear train, it like starts to like kind of spin out, and I'm like I have lost. Like I have no idea what's happening right now with these like with all these gears, and so I end up having trouble like sticking with it. But having the fact that you have that set makes me think about something that we were talking about earlier, and that's how since we are going to have a bit. Thank you, Shelley. Yay! Hi. I wanted to say that with the the holidays coming up, and because we are going to have to be experiencing very different holidays this year than we're used to, I don't know. I don't know. We've been talking about how are we going to find ways to like be together over the holiday and do things over the holiday, and I know that everybody is really into that. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say I just popped over to the Facebook thing where I could see, and I see Matthew Terrell Hall. How's it going? Is over here on Facebook and giving shouting out a little bit. Very cool. Nice to see you here, and everybody who may be watching on Facebook right now. Sometimes we don't always see your comments, but I did want to I did want to say that like. One of the things that I was talking about, and something I talked about with the minifig chick the other day, was having, like, we can't share a meal sitting across a table. So some, like, fun ways to be able to kind of, like, work around that. And we talked about, like, what if we, like, made the same couple of recipes that we, like, had, so, like, I've got my macaroni and cheese, you've got your macaroni and cheese, I've got my thing, share a meal together. And also, the other thing we were talking about is it'd be fun to, get together with another person or persons who have the same set and build it together like on a Zoom call or whatever, that you've got that you can have multiple people. There's many ways other than Zoom now, of course, to do this. But we're just thinking about how that would be a fun way to be able to kind of enjoy a little bit of that holiday energy with other people that we're not going to be able to experience in person. And also too, like, I'd love to do, some some gift exchanges where we open gifts together, like on a call or whatever. And I know not everybody, everybody's like, I'm so sick of calls, but it's what we have, right? And so trying to be able to, I think, adapting to what we have this holiday and being able to make it still make it a fun occasion and an ability to share and get together, I think is going to be.
Oh yeah, tell me what you're thinking, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, because I think that, especially for something like that big, that the Ranger, or what is it? Not a Ranger Rover.
Land Rover.
Land Rover. It would be an interesting, build.
Yeah, I gotta get one, and they're out of stock. Shoot.
Well,
I would not put the Technic together on a call because it's going to be a 72-hour event if you.
Yeah. Well, sure, but it doesn't mean you have to.
If you mess up something like when you mess up in a Technic, there's nothing more frustrating than messing up a Technic build and having
right. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that one. I'm just the concept of.
Oh, I love it.
Multiple people having the same set and us building them together, and in a way that doesn't have to be live on a camera for an audience, and even though we obviously want to share with all of you, but there's that element of homey holidayness that
where kids can be in the room and
right.
Well,
exactly.
I've had a couple of really nice casual brunches with just a friend, and it wasn't presentational, it was just hanging out. And it was kind of like we were in a room with a window between us or something like that. It just totally worked. And I would super encourage people to find ways to have play dates with, have play dates with their friends. It doesn't all have to be like a big giant Zoom meeting. Just casually getting together and spending time together.
Speaking of what?
Hi, friend.
Blair, what are you wearing?
wearing your before Christmas hat.
We were just talking about, Tricky Lug holiday party, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like a great idea.
Yay!
That's super
Flynn,
fun.
maybe you'll get my message about why I'm having such a Breck slow this morning. It has to do with somebody else's holiday party, but shh.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of things come in, but I'm not keeping up with it. Oh yes.
Me neither.
Thank you.
Back.
Get me one too.
I know, I wish.
Cheers.
Yep, I got my holiday hat on.
I love it. It's so good.
It's old school.
It is old school.
From Japan, from the original launch.
Wow. But I do think it's important that we be able to have those connections this year. And be able to do stuff like that. We do get to see each other, all the time here on the show.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. We just got the emergency announcement, government alert on COVID for our state. Now it's in what they call a red level. So we're done.
We're going into lockdown again too, so we're not having anybody over or anything. And as sick as we might be of doing the Zooms and the video chats, I think if ever there was a time to do it, it's probably going to be for the holidays.
Absolutely. Hey, Alyssa's here. Ahoy, hoy, Alyssa. Good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, I think, but, and part of the fun of building Lego around the holidays is sharing that experience and not, kind of like, I know I was saying when we built the Voltron set, we actually had people over and everybody got their own lion to put together, their own instruction booklet, their own lion. And there's other sets that are like that, like,
Is there another set that's broken up into like several pages like that you guys can think of?
Yeah,
City
does that a lot, where each vehicle is its own booklet and each building is its own booklet.
Right, and like Diagon Alley, each building is a separate set of bags and book. I know that's a little bit more on the more expensive end, but it is.
I was gonna say the dinosaurs from the Lego house is 3 booklets, one for each dinosaur.
Yeah, I bet.
But I don't know if that's available still. I know they were making it available for short term.
Yeah, I feel like because
I'm sure the monorail that's not a monorail is probably its own booklet in that.
That's true.
You could just buy all 3 vintage monorails, and then each person would have their own $1,200 booklet.
Ooh, let's do that.
Easy there, Jeff Bezos.
We'll do that. Okay, we'll get all those. How about we all get the Ewok village? Everyone get the Ewok village.
Okay, so everyone go broke.
That's been retired for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
kidding about that.
Oh, I was like, I guess I could start looking up, but I heard it's not easy to find.
No, I'm just kidding about that. But even a small set together, like when we had, you know, and will again, dinner parties, which are one of our favorite entertainments, we would always have little toys, whether it was Lego or like a Chinese puzzle or something for people to play with. And, you know, we don't have to be sitting at the same table to have that play date fun together.
I'm sorry, I'm just flipping through this book looking for anything that kind of strikes my fancy.
I feel like if we're all building the same set at the same time, it's going to become like a competition of like who can. It probably wouldn't, but
it doesn't have to be.
For the competitively minded,
challenge accepted.
There's that.
Anyone who turns the page first in the speed build has to take another sip of eggnog.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I have maybe this is a little bit of a diversion, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is that elephant a set?
No.
It's like the #1 question online right now.
Tease.
How do we build the
that
elephant? Where's the dragon?
And the sand green panda.
Think of it as a test. It's gonna be the amount of awesome the response they're getting.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to build more big animal sets now.
Yeah.
Like those, you know, they have the certified. What's the title? The certified Lego.
Lego certified professionals.
Yeah.
That's their job is to make stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're down with the LCP.
The EV3 elephant is a complex build, but it's nowhere near as complex as that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that was a diversion. I was excited.
No, there's the ongoing joke of you know, someone's like, oh, X or Y, you should go out and make instructions for that because I know you can see how it's put together. And you know, I of course did the little gif of Admiral Akbar saying it's a trap because it's like, no, you guys have no idea how long exactly. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Don't go make instructions for that elephant. You're never going to get your time back for the.
However, on that note, I was messing around with that design that I showed last time, and I realized that if you turn the snot bricks the other way, so that
here, let me give you the spotlight inward. Here, Blair. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I had shown them like this, right? But if you turn the snot bricks the other way, so that the two that you don't need facing inward actually go outward, you can make this really awesome, like, a mega snot brick.
Whoa.
And so then you can run a ton of plates along it and build a 3D cube or rectangle or whatever. And it's like, it's really, really strong. So I was really excited about that. And I was looking at that elephant and I was like, oh, there's just so much snot built texture on there. But if you want to do it lightweight, that's the way. Just a whole bunch of brickheads.
Plate it up.
That's great.
Super cool. And then just the math all works out too. I was able to decipher a way to like actually build out the end of it too.
So. Nice.
That's pretty similar to how I had to do the Susan. Like the Susan, especially his head is like that's pretty much that's very similar to the inside structure of the head because it had to be. It's like a giant brick head basically.
Yeah. You know, but you want to keep it light too, so it's nice that you can have it be so hollow.
It's like a cage, you know, like an open cage where it has like Technic supports and stuff kind of going through it. But then, it's basically just snot going in the round, and then, that's the idea.
Snot in the round.
Snot in the round. Yeah.
It's exciting to see the response though for those cover sets, those builds, because they're within the realm of possibility, and I think that they show a lot of interest from the fan community and those who receive the catalogs. Like, oh, I'd love to build something to that scale. So maybe we'll see some really cool animal stuff come down the pipe, or at least that dragon. I mean, that maleficent dragon.
The dragon's pretty cool.
Yeah, the dragon here is pretty awesome. I gotta say, right there.
Can you see it again? Can you show it?
Does it fold out
really
or no?
Just like this corner of it.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, if you go online and see the entire image, it really is spectacular.
And
It's
then
one heck of a
that's
great
the
dragon.
I'm in love
That's
with
the
that elephant,
elephant,
and the panda is so cute.
yeah, the sand
Yeah,
green panda.
I only just noticed the like life-size accessories.
Yeah,
too.
we were just talking about that or in the chat. Yeah, the
Yeah.
life-size toolbox and the wrench. And she's got the giant banana.
That's probably stuff they had from the commercial, don't you
Yeah, I
think?
was
Yeah.
gonna say those were all the
Yeah.
set pieces from the commercial, weren't they?
Yep. Yep.
But I'd be way more into life-size recreations of minifig objects like that than I am for like the three-layered foam swords or something from Ninjago. And I think some other kids would be too. I mean, just the response of the mug. It's plastic. I'm never gonna use it, but like a mug that looks just like a Lego mug, a little Lego person mug. Like that's such a cool concept. And when you see it, there's no way your heart can't just be like, oh, like I'm the size of a Lego person, or
Yeah. Yeah.
Disappointed. Like one of my favorite objects is a pair of Lego handcuffs, but I was disappointed that they didn't actually make them like the minifig handcuffs. I was like, what a missed opportunity.
Oh, I didn't know they made like a foam one, but it doesn't work.
No,
they're
you just put
closed.
your hand through it basically, which I still think they're
Oh.
awesome. They're just kind of funny. I still think they're great, but I don't know why they didn't make them like minifig handcuffs.
So, Blair, before you came on, we were talking about stuff from the catalog that was on our wish list. Do you have anything from the catalog on your wish list?
It was a weird one where not a lot like super jumped out at me. I mean, the Ecto one is really cool, so I'm trying to rack my brain on what kind of ghost I can make for the current contest. to
Oh,
see if
that's
I can
right.
win
There
one.
is a contest going on right now
Yeah.
of building a ghost contest, which I'm
Some Lego ideas.
super excited. Yes,
Although-
on Lego Ideas.
With the Ecto one though, I was a little saddened about it, just like I was with the the Lego Ideas one, that they didn't bust out the silver. Like my Lego Ideas one, I had to go back and add chrome back into it. There's no way I could, without buying custom chrome versions of all these bricks, make this one look as nice. But I know it's just wild to me that they didn't do like the drum roll silver like they did for the Monkey
Yeah.
Kid.
Oh, I
That would have been a
gotcha.
way to make these parts not chrome, but still have that little bit extra, like they
Yeah.
did for the the Aston Martin had a little bit of silver. It really makes a big difference on a big vehicle. But other than that, I don't know. Nothing that I don't already I didn't already bricks and pieces some things out of friends animals. I bricks and pieces those to death.
You got those
Flynn and I were
translucent
talking about
blue
maybe getting
tubes.
some of these like hats from the Mario stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
and then maybe the child, the buildable model, just because we've been watching more of that, and at first I didn't realize it came with the little version of itself too.
I think for me, it's like Sesame Street, just
Oh,
cause.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the number one for me. I keep forgetting that it's on the back.
Yeah,
That
Sesame
is
Street.
super cool.
And I still really, really pine for Pirates of Barracuda Bay. Like, I know it's completely out of reach, but it is absolutely like one of my would love to have sets. And I think you were saying there was a Technic set you wanted, right? Oh no, the International Space Station.
Oh yeah, I like that one. I haven't done it yet, but I actually want to be building spaceships and hanging them. I don't know if I'm done with hanging or with putting Lego in the bathroom because the dust becomes permanent. It's no matter how much you clean it. But I want to hang stuff from the ceiling.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that.
It's rather easy. I mean, I used for when I was hanging some Star Wars ships when I had some temporarily. I don't really keep a lot of sets around, but I had some. I built them, and I was like, it would be so cool to have them hanging. And so I did a dogfight with them, and I used I forget what gauge wire, but I used wire instead of fishing line because fishing line can be tough to work with, and knots can somehow undo themselves if
Yeah.
you're not super,
wire's a
super
great
careful.
idea.
Yeah,
And
just a
it's so
thin silver
thin.
wire because it was so reflective. You didn't even notice it up there anyway. And then that way I was able to really wrap it around the little push pins or whatever I put into the ceiling.
Yeah.
And take it in and out pretty easily and not have to worry. The wire would easily conform to the ship and not worry about it like sliding out of, some thin marlin line or something like that. So
right.
I
it's
tried
cool.
so
and because
hard.
it was wire and it didn't want to like necessarily just pull in one place, you could actually kind of bend it. You could like maybe wrap the wire
Cool.
around a wing a little bit and like give it a torque to one side and really pose
Yeah.
them.
Wow.
Almost like an
What kind of
armature.
push pins were you using?
Say what?
What kind of push pins were you using?
I have these, I don't know, they're vintage, massive, like solid metal silver backed push pins. And I don't even know what kind of ceiling this is. I know it's not asbestos, but it's like it's like a paneling almost. So it's not super soft. It's almost like a wall paneling in a way. So they were able to really sink their teeth into there. I've also used the little tiny like screw eyelets for heavier
Yeah,
ships.
that's what I do, is screw eyelets.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we are at just about at time. So
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been
I
flying
wanted
by.
to thank everybody for coming on today. Holly and Moto and Blair and Minifig Chick. We missed you today. We look forward to seeing you again. And little
Aw.
kittens. So
He's
just
so not a kitten.
some reminders. Like, here comes our list of reminders. We talked about this earlier, but just as a reminder, tomorrow we will be here putting together we're going to do another vintage finds show, and we are going to be putting together set 565, the moon landing that Richard got
cool.
for his birthday. So we'll be putting that together.
Thanks, Dave.
And then if there's some time, which there probably will be, we're probably going to do one of those Belleville sets that I picked up a while back. Because I think I've got the Snow Queen is in there, so I figured that would be appropriate. And it's got a giant horse, which is cool. So that's on Monday. Wednesday, we're going to be doing our sort of like farewell for a week show. I don't know what that's going to be. I have no idea. It'll just be the day before the Thanksgiving here in the States. But we'll be
having Tums.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be here on Wednesday. We will not be here Friday, next Sunday, or next Monday. So we are taking all 3 of those days off. So our last show for coming up will be this Wednesday, and the next show after that will be the following Wednesday. All right, so there's a little just a warning for that. And then also, don't forget, we do still have kind of a challenge going on, and that's the Build to Give challenge. And that is build a holiday ornament of your choice, whatever you want, and post it on Instagram. Hashtag it with Build to Give. Also, make sure you hashtag TrickyLug and TrickyBricks in there. You can also tag us if you want.
Yep.
And every time you post an ornament that has that hashtag, Lego will donate a Lego set to a child in need. So it's an excellent program. I know we've been talking about it a lot lately, but it's an excellent program.
And it's fun.
So yeah, and fun. So definitely make sure that you to do that. It's not super hard. And it is also a lot of fun. Another thing, we have a Rebrick challenge coming up. We are going to be using the Mandalorian and Child Brickheads set. It is $20. And like I said, I know it's a little bit more expensive than our last one. However, if you are having trouble with affording it, please let us know.
And you're in the U.S.
Yeah, and you're in the U.S. Please let us know, and we will mail you a copy of the set that you can so you can participate in the Rebrick. And as I mentioned before, it will actually cover 2 challenges. One will be a Rebrick challenge, not making a Brickheads, and another one will be a specific. There you go. The other one will be a specific Brickheads challenge. All right. It's Instagram or any social. I think Instagram is the main one, but yeah, I know hashtags are a little harder to follow on Facebook, but I think it is any social media where you can tag
Twitter
it.
too, or like Twitter qualifies too.
Yes, Twitter qualifies too. That's right. I always forget about Twitter, even though that's where I follow all of my now I've lost my train of thought because you were pointing at something.
I'm sorry, I pointed at something.
What was I saying?
Talking about Twitter
You always
and
forget
Instagram.
about Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. I always forget about Twitter, except for that's the place. Like, my Twitter feed is basically exclusively Lego designers, because that's like the one place that I can, sort of see what they're up to. And they do post quite often, so I have a whole bunch of them that I follow, and they're really fun and funny, and they've got some really great. They post some really fun and funny stuff. And and there's like a couple of other people that I follow who are very fun. So
mention what Joel Marbella says there.
Yes, Joel says Bricklink Studio also works as well for Build to Give. Okay, so definitely make sure that you can use that. And then I will say, we are not against renders here. So if you wanted to be involved in the Mandalorian Rebrick, you could do that with Bricklink. And if you watched our show on Monday, Christopher shows you how you can actually import a Lego set that exists, and it will lay out all the parts for you. And he did say that particular set is included in there. So you can definitely check that out. Gosh, this is like the long list of things. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else now. And we will be doing... we will be showing people's Build to Give challenge builds when we come back on the Friday after we get back. And no matter how many builds you make, and I'm sure they're all awesome, you must only pick 3. That's all we can handle. 3 per person.
For our gallery show.
For our gallery show. For our gallery show.
Oh, and Creations for Charity is still going on the rest of this month too.
What is?
The Creations for Charity. So you can go online. It's sort of like auction style, sort of. Anyway, like go to create. We've talked about it on the show, but you can just go to creationsforcharity.com and find out more about that too. It's
awesome.
only it's a limited time fundraiser, so it ends the end of this month.
Very good. So yeah, I think that's covered all of the reminders now. I think I've got it all.
We just wanted to say. We were talking about this morning, and I think we touched on this, just talking about finding ways to reach out and build with people and have fun with people. Gosh, a lot of people are going to be inside a lot this winter, and I just don't forget to reach out and have fun. All these people in Tricky Lug, and we love building Lego and hanging out, and there's so many ways to get in touch with everyone. Just build some Lego together, spend time with people you like.
Yeah, and there's that we do have the Tricky Lug Discord server, and I know and it's very real, and especially I think this year is the holidays aren't for everyone, right? There are some people that just don't enjoy it. There are some people who feel very lonely around the holidays. But the Tricky Lug family is here for everyone. If you are a member of the Discord server, you can always reach out. There's always somebody there to talk. So if you're feeling lonely this holiday and you're wanting to reach out, don't be afraid, because the Tricky Lug family is here for you.
And if you're more into nightmares than Christmas, we're here for you too.
Yeah, exactly.
We like spooky.
Well, I know I was saying that most people feel like Thanksgiving is kind of like the holiday kickoff, but for me it's Halloween. Like once Halloween, it's like then we're into the 3-month holiday season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean Thanksgiving really is the nightmare before Christmas.
Indeed. 100%. So anyway, once again, thank you for everybody, to everybody for being on today. Thank you to Maraid for doing the slideshows. Thank you to all of our mods for all of their hard work in the chat. Thank you, Derek, for liking the stream. And thank you to Shane Levan for his work and helping out with the website, and all of our wonderful Patreon subscribers who allow us to do things like giveaways and have an internet connection that allows us to bring this show to you every week. So we super appreciate all of you. All right, we will be back tomorrow with that moon landing set. I think it's going to be really fun, and we'll hopefully be able to follow the instructions this time and not embarrass ourselves.
It's probably only like 4 pages.
It's one big page.
It's one big
page,
fold-out.
2 sides, but
it's like a poster. So,
and I don't want to tear it. I'm gonna.
I know
be
it's
so
very
careful.
delicate. We're gonna have to get like the rubber gloves and the tweezers out to
I felt the same way. I've got the same one, and the instructions were perfect in mine, but they do have red outlines around the brick pattern on this one.
Good.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I generally just look up instructions online if I ever can, just so I don't mess up my instructions.
Indeed.
I know, because I could see framing those instructions and putting them up in my office.
Oh, and I did want to mention this. Sorry, before we go, when you come to watch the show, and I know we have a lot of regular viewers, please do always remember to like the stream. You just have to go underneath the video, click that thumbs up button, because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm and how getting our show out to new people so that we can hit that 2,000 subscribers and give away that set that's sitting over here, just waiting to be in someone's hands.
Johnny Cat liked the stream.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. So, and yes, it does work if you're on Facebook liking it, but liking it on YouTube is where it really counts to get those, to get our videos to show up in some other places. So we really appreciate
all the things.
that. All of the things. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Until tomorrow at 10 a.m., don't forget, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, get your flu shot, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hopefully this works. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Yay.